Hello guys, Oxid here, and welcome to another video. So I've played a lot of shooters, and I just felt like I should record my hand movements so you can see a bit how my hand moves when I play. Because I have a very low sensitivity, I think it's around 3.8 something, so it's very low. So, which is what I prefer, because if you want to be good at aiming, there's only one thing you can do, and it's practice. But you need to find that arm lengthening sensitivity so it feels like it's an extension of your arm. And it's not always easy to do this. So I just try to go into a single player game, go into any game at all, play with friends, play with anyone, and just go in and tweak your sensitivity until you feel like you can find the shots from far away and you can move your hand fast enough to turn around without hassle. As you can see, I have a very big mouse mat just because I need that. I need the space, and in this video my hand doesn't move too much far away, but sometimes if I'm in a really intense match, I just actually go outside of the mat, which is kinda ironic considering it's so huge. But really the only way to learn how to fix your sensitivity is to play a lot. Just get to know the sensitivity, get to know the game, and just play like you would always play and try to see what you can do and what your limits are. And if you can change those limits and increase those limits, like higher them up so it's like further away from you, so you have just a bigger capability of actually succeeding. Because attachments and whatever is all good, but if you can't aim, then what does it matter? So my tips to you are just lower your sensitivity as low as you think would be perfect, and then try it out. If it doesn't work properly and you feel it's kinda slow or kinda off, like you want it to feel like the movement you do with the mouse is registered properly into the game. Because when I just swipe my mouse, I don't want to spin 3 times. So a high sensitivity for me is a very bad idea. But if your space is, for example, just basically like a few centimeters off your hands or a few inches off your hands, then maybe a higher sensitivity is good. But that will also limit your capability of shooting far and controlling the recoil. So you don't have to move a lot. So basically, the lower sensitivity you have, the more chance you will have at shooting further away and actually hit heads and stuff like that. But you also gotta understand that knowing your gun is always a good idea. Because, for example, the M4 has a good recoil pattern, and basically all you have to do is drag down and it's all good. So you have to counter the recoil as much as possible. It's even more useful in Counter-Strike to know how the recoil goes, because otherwise you will not hit targets properly. And that's kinda a simple way to put it. Like, it's kinda hard to always know exactly how you move your mouse, but find that out on your favorite gun. You spray straight into the wall without aiming at all, and you'll see what the pattern is, and you'll be able to eventually copy it or counter it, rather. And another thing, there is a bunch of aim training games, and technically those games are kind of worthless, as they are only useful if the game has no proper recoil, and the recoil is a big deal to control aim. So if you use an aim game and try to learn from that, maybe in the beginning, like the basics, you will know, you'll be able to put your mouse at a headshot, but will you be able to shoot that headshot, or will you just balls over with your recoil, or will you move it a little bit too differently than it should have been, and you're just doing it wrong? So I just say, if you want to learn properly to aim, play that game that you want to be good at aiming in, because yeah, sure, games that are similar, like all shooters, improve your aim in all shooters, but every shooter has a different way of the guns to work. And basically that is all I have for now. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you think that my tips are good. I think you should try it out. If you want me to go in more in depth of how I learned, it's kinda hard to say how I learned because I just played the game and then kinda stuck with what I knew. It's kinda hard to properly do it. But anyways guys, I hope you've enjoyed and I'll see you in another video. You have a good one. Bye!